Question number 8, let's label it. Looks like a functions question. The first part and the second part, nothing is challenging in this one. So first of all, this is functions, and this is a lot of focus is on composite function of a function. Fx is given, gx is given. Now it's asking evaluate f of g of x. Fx is x square minus 1. Gx is 1 over 2x plus 1. F of gx means gx goes inside f. This thing goes inside f in this place. That means this place. So therefore f of gx is 1 over 2x plus 1. The whole thing square minus 1. That is the expression. And now it says we have to solve it. So therefore 1 over 2x plus 1, the whole thing square minus 1 equals to 3. 1 over 2x plus 1, the whole thing square equals to 4. 1/4 is equals to 2x plus 1 whole square. Take square root, 2x plus 1 equals to negative half, or 2x plus 1 equals to positive half. 2x is equals to minus half minus 1 minus 3 over 2. So therefore x is minus 3/4. And over here 2x plus 1 equals to half. Therefore 2x equals to minus half. Therefore x comes out to be minus 1/4. Now both answers are negative. Which one to choose? Choose both, choose one. What's the logic? The logic lies over here. X is less than 0. X is less than half. So this is not included. This is rejected. This is accepted. So the only answer is x is equals to negative 3/4. So yes, it was simple, but there was a logic for those inequalities. You have to use them. Let's move to the next thing. Find an expression for fg inverse x. Let's write the traditional statement. Let y is equals to f of g. Therefore, x is fg inverse of y. Y is f of x, x is f inverse of y. So instead of f, it's fg, the whole thing inverse. Now, do we have the expression for fg? Yes, 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. So fg x is y. So y is equals to 1 over 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. And now I'm making this thing the subject. So therefore y plus 1 is 1 over the bracket square. Bracket square cross multiply is 1 over y plus 1. And since you are going to the left in the inequality, so the rule is left of turning point, but still it's just left and the left. We are not sure whether it's a turning point or not, as long as it's going left. So what we will do is that we will apply the square root with a negative sign. So 2x plus 1 is square root 1 over y plus 1. Don't forget the negative sign. Make x the subject. X is equal to minus 1. So this minus is this minus. From here, this plus becomes minus 1. And then a red minus. And then too many minuses. 1 over y plus 1 square root. And then this is 2x. So now divide by 2. So get rid of this 2. Divided by 2. Or take that half common out like this. So this is 1 over 2 common out. So now you want to expand it and write it like this: minus half minus 1 over 2 square root y plus 1. But we write it in terms of x. But x is fg inverse y. So therefore fg inverse x is equals to minus half minus 1 over 2 square root x plus 1. That is the answer for this particular expression. Question number 9, the first part is GP, second part is AP. So let's label it. So this is AP-GP, actually let's write it as GP-AP. Second term is AR. Sum to infinity is A over 1 minus R. Second term is equal to 24% of sum to infinity. What gets cancelled? The A disappears. So therefore what you have is an equation. So therefore 100 R into 100 into 1 minus R equals to 24. You can simplify it later. So therefore 100 R minus R square is equals to 24. And then this is 100 R minus 100 R square minus 24 equals to 0. Therefore 100 R square minus 100 R plus 24 equals to 0. Find the possible values of common ratio. So this is quadratic middle term factorization, or most probably it's this middle term factorization. As such, it won't be quadratic formula. So this thing is done. Next part. An arithmetic progression P has a first term A, common difference D. So there is a progression P, both are arithmetic, and there is a progression Q. So what about P? The first term is A, common difference is D. What about Q? The first term is 2A plus 2. I'm expanding it, and common difference is D plus 1. It is given that it's a simple O-level maths. Fifth term of AP. Fifth term of AP is A plus 4D. And 12th term of Q. 12th term of Q is A, but A is 2A plus 2 plus 11D plus 1. They are saying the fifth divided by 12 is 1 over 3. In other words, the 12th is 3 times the fifth term. 12th is 2A plus 2 plus 11D plus 1 is 3 times the fifth term. That is A plus 4D. So that is equation 1. Too simple. What I've done is that I have cross multiplied like this. And this thing is the first thing. Now the next one. The next piece of info is about sum. Sum of first 5 terms, sum of first 5 terms. Sum of 5 terms, that is 5 divided by 2. 2A. That is 2 into A plus n minus 1, which is 4D. And sum of first 5 terms on this side is 5 divided by 2 still. And this is 2A is 2 times 2A plus 2. And n minus 1 is 4, and D is D plus 1. And they are saying their ratio is 2:3. So cross multiply 3 with P and 2 with Q. So 3 times sum of 5 terms of P is 2 times sum of 5 terms of Q. So this is 5 terms of P and this is 5 terms of Q. So 3P, so 3 multiplied with 5 over 2 bracket 2A plus 4D. That is equation left hand side. And this is 2 multiplied with 5 over 2. And this is 2 times 2A plus 2. That comes out to be, leave it as it is, 2 times 2A plus 2. And this is 4 times D plus 1. There should be something that you people should also be solving. So why should I do all the nitty gritty? Correct? So therefore, I'm just focusing on this. This would disappear and then you would simplify. So therefore, this is equation number 2. And then you would solve simultaneously and you'll find the value of A and you'll find the value of D. So that thing is done. Now, next question. What is this about? Points A, B, C lying on the circumference of a circle with center D. So let's just first read it. Show that the angle is 90 degrees. Okay. State the coordinates of D. That's done. Find the equation of a circle and something more with the circle. So this is all about circle, circle. So it's making you go round and round. So this is about equation of circle. So first of all, you have A, which is minus 2, 3. You have B, which is 3, 0. You have B, which is 3, 0. You have C, which is 6, 5. You have C, which is 6, 5. And then what else you have? You have A, which is minus 2, 3. There are two ways of doing this. Either you can use the concept of gradients, gradient multiplied to give you minus 1, or you can use the concept of Pythagoras. That's entirely your choice. I'll use gradient. So gradient of AB, that is 3 minus 0 over minus 2 minus 3. So that is 3 over 5 with a negative sign. Next one, gradient of BC, that is 0 minus 5 over 3 minus 6. That is minus 5, and 3 minus 6 is minus 3. So that becomes plus 5 over 3. No need to go to the third one, but if you want, you should. CA, that is 5 minus 3, and 6 minus minus 2, 6 plus 2. So therefore 5 minus 3 is 2, and 6 plus 2 is 8. So any two gradients will give you multiply to give you minus 1. That is this gradient. Let me highlight it. This gradient and this gradient, they are multiplying to give you minus 1. So gradient of AB into gradient of BC, that is negative 3/5 into 5 over 3 is equals to negative 1. That means the common alphabet. What's the common alphabet? The common alphabet is B. So common alphabet is B, therefore angle B is 90 degrees. That's done. And now comes the circle property, that is side opposite to 90 degree in a circle is the diameter, because diameter produces a 90 degree angle at the circumference. So let me show this rule to you. This rule is like this. This is like the diameter. And what else is there? Let me draw one line like this. And let me draw another bluish line like this. So therefore, this is scenario. This is not the exact diagram. Keep that in mind. This is angle B. And this is A. And this is C. So therefore, AC is the diameter. Therefore, I have A, which is minus 2, 3. I have C, which is 6, 5. I can calculate the midpoint. So this midpoint, they are calling the coordinates of D with center D. So midpoint is D. So therefore the coordinates of D is minus 2 plus 6 divided by 2 and 3 plus 5 divided by 2. 4 over 2 is 2 and 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the coordinate of D is this thing. That's the center of the circle. DA is the radius. Similarly, DC is the radius. So let's use D, 2, 4. Let's use C, which is 6, 5. Therefore, DC is 2 minus 6 whole square and 4 minus 5 whole square under root. So that is 4 square is 16 and this is 1. And therefore, this comes out to be root 17. Therefore, the equation of circle is x minus h whole square, y minus k whole square is equals to r square. This goes in place of r. So that is root 17 whole square, which will become 17. And the center of the circle is 2 and 4. 2 is the x coordinate, 4 is the y coordinate. So this thing is done. So now you got the center and everything. What else are they asking for? The point E lies on the circumference such that BE is the diameter. So now B and E could be the diameter. So let me draw another line. Let me draw a green line. And let me first label this thing to be D. And let me now label a line like this. So that is something like this. This is just a rough diagram. So therefore, this is E. In other words, D is still the center, the midpoint of B and E. So D is still the midpoint of B and E. So now, first of all, I need to find E. What is B? First of all, B is 3, 0. let's call E as Q comma R and D is 2 comma 4. So therefore 3 plus Q divided by 2 equals to 2 and 0 plus R divided by 2 equals to 4. R comes out to be 8 and 4 minus 3 is 1. Q comes out to be 1. Therefore the coordinates of E is 1 comma 8. That is the first thing that I get. What else is there? The radius is still the same. So now the new equation x minus h whole square and y minus something whole square. Find an equation of the tangent. No, my bad. It's not the equation of the circle. It's the equation of tangent. Now the center is D, which is 2 comma 4. So gradient of ED is 8 minus 4 over 1 minus 2, which is 4 over minus 1, which is negative 4. Gradient of tangent should be a negative reciprocal because our radius is perpendicular to tangent at the point of contact. That means if I want to draw this line, it would be something like this. So it would be perpendicular. So therefore this thing is this, and what else is there? What else is there? You have the coordinates of E. So y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. So therefore this is your y1, this is x1. This is your y1 and your gradient is this thing, which is 1/4. Leave the answer as it is. Looks beautiful. So now question number 11. What is this question all about? This question is all about, looks like maxima, minima, and then something to do with tangent and something to do with shaded region and so on. So this is the last question. So in this particular paper, there are 11 questions. So therefore, this is differentiation and this is integration. It says the diagram shows part of the curve with the equation such and such where k is a positive constant. Find the coordinates of the minimum point of the curve, giving your answer in terms of k. Okay, I think the examiner is obsessed with indices. Too many indices gives you a dizzy feeling. X raised to power of half plus k square x raised to power of minus half. Are they talking about nature also? No, they are not talking about. So only first derivative is enough. dy by dx, half x minus half, k square as it is, minus half x minus 3 over 2. So therefore this is 1 over 2, 1 over root x, and this is k square has now a negative sign and over 2. And what else is there? This is 1 over x raised to power of 3 over 2, which is x root x. Keep that in mind. X raised to power of 3 over 2 is x raised to power of 1 into x power half. That is x root x. So that's how I've written it. Stationary points, minimum point. So we know that the answer would be a positive value. Let's see. So dy by dx is equal to 0. So now you have to start working for this. 1 over 2, 1 over root x, and make it equal to k square over 2 and 1 over x root x. How about that? I took it on the other side. It becomes positive. This 2 disappears. Cross multiply. So therefore x root x is k square root x. Transfer everything on one side. X root x minus k square root x equals to 0. And what else is there? So therefore you have root x common. X minus k square equals to 0. Root x is equals to 0. X is 0. That is rejected because that is not what the turning point looks like, because they are asking, giving your answer in terms of k. So therefore x minus k square is equals to 0. Therefore x is equals to k square. This is the thing. And now you need the y coordinate too. That's something extra you have to do. So y is equals to k square raised to power of half plus k square 1 over x raised to power of half. X is k square raised to power of half. That's how it's written. So this becomes k. This is k square. and this is 1 over k. So this is k plus k, which is 2k. I mean, it's kind of annoying, cringy. So therefore, the coordinate is k square, comma 2k. That is the answer for this part. The tangent at the point on the curve intersects the y-axis at P. Now, this is the point when x is 4k square. What is dy by dx? So dy by dx is 1 over 2, 1 over root x, 1 over 2, 1 over root x. First, let me write like this. And then it's minus k square over 2, minus k square over 2, 1 over x root x. But now what is x equals to? X equals to this. What is root of 4k square equals to? This is 2k. Keep that in mind. So 2k goes over here, 2k goes over here. Got the idea? So this is 1 over 2. 1 over root x is 1 over 2k. Minus k square over 2. And x is 4k square, 1 over 4k square, and this is 2k. Now let's double check. This is 2k, this is 2k, and this is x as it is, this is x as it is. Now what will cancel off? Let me get my blue marker. This k square cancels off. And over here, this is 1 over 4k. And this is minus 1 over 2 into 4 into 2, that is 1 over 16. And this is also a k at the bottom. So this is a 4 over 16 into 1 over k. I'm writing it like this, minus 1 over 16 into 1 over k. Looks good. So therefore, 1/4 is 4 over 16. That's perfect. That is 3 over 16 into 1 over k. What are they asking for? This is dy by dx. Now it says it intersects the y-axis at P. This is dy by dx. So now, can I find the equation of the tangent? I can find the equation of the tangent, or I can make the gradient equal to this. So let me just grab some more space. Let me organize my work. So something like this. This is, resize it. Okay. So now when x is this thing, do I need to find y? You need to. Y equals to, when x is 4k square. When x is 4k square, therefore what is y? Y is x raised to power of half plus k square x raised to power of half. So let me first write it properly. When x is 4k square, y is root x plus k square over root x. This is k square over root x, correct? Root x is actually root of 4k square, which is 2k, and this is k square over 2k. So therefore 2k plus half, this is 5 over 2k. So this is 5 over 2k. That is also done. Equation of tangent y minus y1 is equals to m. M is 3 over 16, 1 over k. That is value of m, x minus x1. Okay, that's the equation of a tangent. It intersects the y-axis at P. Line intersects y-axis, therefore x coordinate is 0. So now make y the subject. So therefore, when x coordinate is 0, y minus 5 over 2k is equals to 3 over 16. This k was at the top. Yeah, this is 3 over 16k. And this is 0 minus 4k square. So now simplify it. I'm leaving it up to you. You'll find the value of y. So this thing is done. The last part. The shaded region is bounded by the curve, the x-axis, the line such and such. Find the area of the shaded region. So area of the shaded region is the limits are 4k square and 9 over 4k square, and the terms are root x, which is x raised to power of half, and this is k square x raised to power of minus half dx. Now this question is really exhausting. This is x raised to power of half plus 1 3 over 2 division by 3 over 2 k square as it is, x raised to power of minus half plus 1 minus half plus 1, no constant of integration, only limits. One of the limit is 4k square and the other limit is 9 over 4k square is at the top. Okay, now let's simplify it a bit. This is 2/3 x raised to power of 3 over 2. This is k square minus half plus 1 is half, division by half is multiplication by 2, and this becomes root x, and the limits are here. Now let me write it even more. Root x and x divided by 3, k square into 2 into root x. So before I substitute, let me take something common out. This is 2 root x, this is 1/3 x, and this becomes k square. Now when you plug it in, that's 4k square, this is 9 over 4k square. So let me just focus on this. 4k square, we already took out the square root, that comes out to be 2k. And 9 over 4k square, when we'll take out the square root, that would become 3 over 2k. So these are the two important things that you would need. The rest is just plug in, simplification, and definitely you will get the answer. So that's all about this particular paper. So part 2 is done. So this is May, June 2021. Variant 1-3, all done in 2 parts. Take care.